down that early after New Days went down so early, like I mentioned, he was the favorite to tear through winners.
Yeah.
But this tournament has been so very surprising every single step of the way, and it probably will be for the rest of the night too. Getting into it on game one, it's going to be on Town and City, AK versus Peabnut here in Losers Top 16.
Oh yeah, let's get it. And I love me some AK play. It feels like it's been forever since I've just sat down and watched this man play, and I am super excited for his grenade setups and all that, and how he's going to interact with what Peeb's doing on the other side.
Right, it's going to be interesting how these sort of ranges play out. So far, AK picking a lot of the right options, getting a lot of damage onto Peeb already.
Yeah, and that's what I've seen is most effective against Peeb. If you can kind of utilize his big brain thinking against him, specifically that Crash Bomber, it's going to really throw him off his game. And you can see already a little bit flustered as they're trying to feel each other out, and AK's just getting on top of most of these trades.
Okay, Peeb, though, kind of figuring some of these defensive options out. We saw that run-through grab and some good pressure at the ledge here. Dash attack, bringing AK to 60 and on edge guard. All of a sudden, it's a very different game than we saw in those first 50 seconds.
Yeah, say hello to Hard Knuckle, as that is going to send Snake to the bottom blast zone every time. Whether it pops Cypher like it did there or sends him down by itself. But speaking of, Peabnut just wanted to take a trip down there too.
Yeah, running out of options, trying to get through all of those different tools from Snake. Air dodge not making it to the ledge, and we're back to 2 stocks apiece here. Okay. Ooh, big damage.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Peabnut kind of giving AK a bit of his own medicine here, having these grenades explode on him. And wow, the damage just racks up. But for some reason, it feels like it really doesn't matter between these two.
Right. So far, I mean, it's always been 2 edge guards, but these grenade pulls, you have to be a little bit careful because Peeb has been challenging them with some good mid-range projectiles, good mid-range pressure. We see the Metal Blade trying to slow down a little bit, but AK still finding the time to get set up.
Yeah, I just don't know how these guys have such a high BPM and such a high functioning capacity for each of these characters that have so many things going on at once.
As you say that, they just run up and shield at each other.
Real.
All right, here's the Nikita. He's got to watch out for that, but the platform kind of helping out a little bit there.
Yeah, and like AK even tried to cover it there by sending Nikita up to do his dirty work, but Peabnut just threading the needle perfectly.
Really good routes here from Peabnut and some good offense, but AK still usually just putting on so much damage with any little opening you can find.
Yeah, and that grenade's going to be big. That trade sends them both at 120 plus, so the next big hit will take it. And there goes that back air sending it to the side blast zone, and Peabnut comes out with the lead.
Yeah, a bit of a gamble to kind of stay on the Nikita like, AK was. That Crash Bomber coming in, and, Peeb's ready for the follow-up.
Oh, yeah. And AK's trying to find these tilts to connect because either up tilt or side tilt will take the stock, but Peabnut's holding that shield standing firm.
Yeah, you cannot miss those pretty big cooldowns. Little low battery coming
in.
Very important.
That's sometimes how I feel as I'm processing what they're doing. Like, oh, low battery, better charge up.
I thought that was my brain making it.
But connecting with that one is AK as we're here on last stock, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be still much more to this match. Wow, that down smash was very risque, but I love the option from Peeb.
Unbelievable offensive option there from AK. The flicker of the shield, sneaking the grab in. We have C4 down in the center here. AK playing around it really well, trying to get an approach right there, but Peeb not giving it up.
Oh yeah, we're backing up with the nades, trying to siphon Peeb's stage control here, but they're just slowly fighting a war of attrition.
Wow.
And eventually that back air is going to wall you out, and Peabnut has pure advantage here. Could close it out here if he gets a good hit.
Yeah, we see those up airs, very, kind of free tool in the neutral. You can kind of just throw them out.
Yeah.
Just like that forward smash. Really good timing on that, too, because you may have seen the grenade in the kill screen. I think AK was just about to pull it and throw it, which may have interrupted forward smash, but Peeb found the timing, found the window, and executed it perfectly.
Yeah, I really loved and enjoyed that game one. There was a lot going on, but kind of keeping up with it, it was that war of attrition where Peabnut kind of, whenever he got in, his like the back airs were really putting AK in a much worse position than AK's neutral wins, it felt like.
Yeah, looks pretty tough. We definitely saw a lot of tools that Mega Man has in that matchup come out in that game. AK was making some good adjustments though and finding a lot of damage. It was just those stocks sort of sealing the deal that was the problem, right? We saw the up tilts come out, but they were a little too predictable. People's kind of ready for them. So we're going to need a few more adjustments from AK. Taking a sip of water, staying composed, and going into game 2, looks like a small battlefield.
Yep, and we're shrinking the size. Not much stage real estate, and AK using those super low recovery there to mix up Peabnut. But starting out, we already have things going excitingly here.
Yeah, a crazy route. I was a little worried already. Big forward airs coming in. Oh, we got the sticky. Okay.
Okay, yeah, he tried to hit him with the old scuba doober there, but not quite connecting. But AK did get a lot of damage and put a lot of fear into Peabnut after what almost occurred.
Yeah, I'm still afraid. We got the C4 down as well, some grenades coming out. Peab trying to take the high route, kind of stay off of the ground when possible. But that back air, finding that jump.
Yeah, and that's what I want to see more from AK. Those aerials are, I mean, AK's aerial set is almost, you know, rivals Mega Man's.
Right.
That back air, very big and lingers for a long time. Up air obviously closes out stocks with extreme prejudice. And that forward throw here, going to set up the Nikita edge guard. Yes!
Yeah. Really, okay. Held our breath for a couple of moments there, but it did work out. Back to back, Nikita's AK finding some tools. And the crowd loving it already.
Oh, yeah, and now AK is pulling every pin with a purpose here. Getting a lot of damage off of these grenades, and the lead is only stacking up. And that Crash Bomber kind of saving AK from the down smash below.
Yeah, a little bit forward here, almost sealing the deal as well. AK taking his time, really good idea as well. Trying to slow it down a little bit.
Wow.
With some good movement, too.
The fastest cipher notes of man there.
Ooh.
Wow, okay, good roll read there from Peabnut. Gonna close out the stock and not take too much damage, but AK was coming in very hot, and I want to see what he does with the fresh stock here.
Let's see, pulling the grenade, trying to go for a little bit of offstage action. Just, again, playing it slow, because this lead is very important. Definitely going to try and hold on to this down air, going to open up the stage. A lot of good pressure here at the ledge as well, but forward air.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that up tilt was very meaty there, but Peabnut got the shield and time, ready for it. But you can see AK, he's hunting.
Oh, yeah.
When he's moving around without pressing the button, you know he's hunting.
Looking for that, maybe a jump read or something to go get that up tilt. The forward tilt might be good too, but Peab's finding some really good damage here, I gotta say.
Yeah, slowly racking it up, but there goes the F tilt. Gonna get AK the stage advantage, and Nikita positioned him perfectly into the loving arms of AK just to reset the scenario. And there goes Nikita doubling up, and that forward air conditions the shield grab. I love the up tilt to seal it out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Peab maybe just got stuck on the platform there, but that up tilt is huge. 47 already on Peabnut's last stock, waiting out that C4 explosion, trying to pull Metal Blade and find whatever, you know, safe openings he can.
Yeah, and yeah, AK getting out of there. That up air on the platform is very nasty, but AK being very evasive and not just allowing him to put on pressure freely.
Actually, really good point. Too. The grenades are really good anti-projectiles in some way against Peab. Put a charge on that forward smash. Definitely saw that recovery coming on the last stocks, but Peab's definitely on the back foot now.
Yeah, I mean, that's remnants of game one where you got that forward smash while AK's pulling a grenade.
Right.
So he's going to have to be a lot more careful when he's pulling these grenades at kill percents.
Nice avoidance of the C4, but there's so many more grenades right behind it.
Oh, I love the immediate up though there, just to kind of get that positioning advantage.
Right, going for the throw into nothing was so funny to me. Taking the stage instead, very smart. Ooh, okay. Playing some neutral here. There's the Metal Blade, that back air somehow comboing into the grenade just because it lasts so very long. Some good up air pressure as well. Okay.
Yeah, I almost want to call the neutral just the neural because these guys' neurons are firing on all cylinders as they're trying to 100 IQ the other one through a battle of wits, it seems.
Okay, a lot of grenades over on the left side here. Peab's looking to sneak in a forward smash. Not going to work out. But somehow, Peab has brought it back now with a little bit of a percent lead.
Oh,
so
wow.
Smart. And the grenade interrupting the forward smash.
Yes, and that's probably what AK has been going for whenever he's plucking these grenades and getting caught by the forward smash. And he's releasing it a little bit earlier so it blocks the charge shot.
Right, and now we got the up tilt online. AK's already looking for the back air,
Wow.
catching the jump.
And just like that, we have a close game.
Oh, and even that grenade finally exploding after the charge. But back to it. Peab holding down center stage.
Yeah, but it feels like AK had to ever presence there as the C4 is on the platform, and as soon as I mention it, it goes off as St. Louis erupts. Simply put, AK has won a game.
Unbelievable. It was so tense. Neck and neck that entire last stock, but really good stuff. AK doing so much on the left side of the stage while still holding on to that C4. And once we saw even the slight commitment from Peabnut, he was ready with the detonation. Really great game plan and great mindset going into that after going down game 1.
Yeah, and we're going right back to Town and City where Peabnut originally took game 1. It's going to be a back and forth for sure, especially if the game 1 and 2 are indicative of what we're going to see. It's going to be a great set, folks. So buckle in. I hope you got your popcorn because these guys, they're exploding off.
Oh, yeah. They are putting on a show, to say the least. We're going back to Town and City here. Already, all of the items are flying. C4 down just to the left and center. And a big grab from Deebs. Woo, okay.
Yeah, used that platform perfectly there for Peabnut. And he's just trying to do like a cookie cutter advantage state here. Yeah. Not much projectiles is even needed as he's just swinging these aerials, but AK finally avoids the pressure with that grenade.
Wow, and these random trades, he put 62 on Peeb, even though he was kind of in the driver's seat, kind of in the advantage. AK is able to find these grenade pulls to just tack on some damage right back.
And that's cookie cutter in a nutshell what Snake is.
Right.
He's trained the character like that grenade. It comes out frame 1 and will interrupt even your multi-hits. Nothing is safe, but there goes the flame sword, and I'm surprised that kind of killed.
Yeah, I think there was an interesting mix-up there because it looked like Peeb shot one lemon out and then did the forward air, so maybe AK just was expecting some more lemons.
Oh, yeah.
But good mix-up from Peeb. Crash Bomber not going to connect. And then Nikita, probably not exactly. Okay.
Yeah,
it was exactly what we needed.
Exactly. On the loop-de-loop back, always. Nikita's always got AK's back low-key.
Yep. Okay. I like the up smash, kind of cutting off a lot of the approaches. Finds a way in, though. Peeb's just looking for any safe hits, not trying to do too much. 55 is a lot, though.
Yeah, you saw AK kind of overplay his hand there. Really wanted to get a tilt. He does get the forward tilt this time, but that's not the killing blow. These grenades are just going to slowly put up percent until it is, really.
All right, nice. Wow. Crazy idea to go back. I'm glad it worked out. But.
Yeah, I mean, he said, I'll just take you knocking on my shield rather than getting hit by those tree trunks of legs that Snakes be packing.
Nice angle on that grenade toss too, and honestly, like he's been putting a lot of percent considering the deficit. Looking for a rollback, not going to give it. Back to picking up that metal blade. Oh, I love that. Love that cancel.
Yeah, and I don't know, somehow, some way, it seems like with the scenery change, AK has kind of fallen back into his ways of not finding this stock.
It's also just been, I think AK really excelled at pulling those grenades to interrupt some of Peabnut's moves previously. We're not seeing that now, though. Peabnut's finding these crash bombers, finding these hits, and finding a way around the Nikitas as well, which is definitely the difference. Yeah,
and it could be a part of like how big the stage is. You know, Peabnut has a lot more room to kind of prime up these setups, while on small battlefield, AK can pull out the grenade frame 1. Exactly. You have to do a lot more commitment to pull out your projectiles with Mega Man.
Ooh, all right. That grenade almost doing it. AK is just looking for any hit at this point. 182 on Mega Man is so very much like unbelievable. But leave it to Peeb.
Yeah, for a second there, AK had all the assets, Crash Bomber, Metal Blade, and both of his grenades, but Peabnut just waited it all out, very smart on his part, and things are looking real tough for AK here.
Yeah, I was excited as, you know, Peabnut got 70 on that stock. I was like, hey, that's pretty good. And now it's 130 and counting. And even the stock, too, Peeb with a 3-1 lead.
Man, and AK left reeling as he has not found the stock whatsoever and just hasn't even had an opportunity to swing any of the big hits.
Right, we saw just a couple of hits come out. Down chill was one that got shielded, but finally that down chill with the platform assist is going to take the stock 2-1 though. Got a little bit of a hill to climb.
Yeah, I don't know. This has been insane so far. I mean, this game is looking a lot more commanding for Peabnut as opposed to any of the other games we've seen so far.
It may just be, you know, something about the momentum, too. I feel like AK last game was feeling very good. Had a bit of a lead the entire time. And now it's totally different. Peeb's been looking so much more comfortable, so much in control, and with that lead, too. Very big difference.
Yeah, and AK, he has to compose himself. This is where that metal mentality comes into play because the only way you come back, you have to play a long game. There's no circumventing it.
Right.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, that wake-up DP, it hurts as he goes back for double dipping seconds. Okay, the down throw rolls over to the explosives, the madman.
It's an idea so crazy that it had to work. Rolling onto a grenade and a C4, I think AK was like not ready for it.
Yeah.
Setting up shop here in the center. We got grenades and the C4 still down. Center stage.
I like Peabnut's game plan.
Yeah.
Like I was mentioning earlier, the only way AK wins this is that it's a long game. And Peabnut's like, oh, you said a long game? I got 2 minutes 30 on the clock. I'm going to run it down as much as possible.
All right. Nice game plan, too, especially with the C4 down center. Just going to those platforms. It was a really good platform configuration for Peabnut. Now we're sort of stuck in this FD mode, and it's a big change of pace. A lot of damage on AK. That grenade almost blocking.
Yeah, I was about to say, it felt like Peabnut wasn't even looking to take the stock, but he did get that one advantage state and was like holding that charge on the Mega Buster. So he will still see, if he sees blood in the water, he still will go for it. But Peabnut just playing this super defensively.
Yeah.
And rightfully so.
That was a really smart Metal Blade trying to punish the grenade pull. It just slightly missed time. Very difficult, though, as you can't see Snake exactly when he's doing it. But even the Nikita getting punished from long range.
Yeah, like I'm not even surprised that AK is at 205 because this is Peabnut's game plan. He's not even really trying to hit the killing blows unless AK gives it up to him.
Right,
He's just trying to tack him away and keep him away, and that's kind of working.
Yeah, the Nikita normally a pretty good tool. If the Metal Blade's time right, just beats it out completely. See a lot of grenades coming down. C4 yet again down, just right of center. And Nikita catching the rush jump. The crowd waking up. 202 is a lot of percent.
Yeah, that's a boiling point in Fahrenheit. I mean, in Fahrenheit.
You got it.
Yeah, I remember. Trust me.
But it is all about the stocks, of course. We have seen some crazy plays from AK, but Peab is just not the player to try him on, I have to say. He's going to try and play pretty safe. Very laid back, less than a minute on the clock, although this has been such a back and forth.
Yeah, but so at this point, you have to start thinking about all of your cheese setups. AK's racking his brain, seeing if he gets that opening where he can steal out the stock in some insane fashion.
Ooh, 50 already off of that C4 explosion. A lot of grenades coming out. Peab trying to force something here. The Metal Blade, though, has been so very good in this situation.
Yeah, but somehow AK's pulling these pins with a purpose as he's really ramping up the speed because he's like, yeah, we're under 30 seconds, but I can make something happen. I just have to play faster. I have to dig deeper, go harder.
Okay, looking for something. Peab taking the high route. That back air is not going to connect. Metal Blade still in hand. Rush is also so very good.
Tried to ride Rush. Yeah, tried to ride Rush and meet him up there, but Peabnut just playing it very defensively. Whoa. 5 seconds left, and it's counting down. Peabnut air dodges, and he's safe. That's a game.
And there it is, the up tilt. All right, Peab taking it was a game. One of the games I've ever seen.
One of the games of all time, even.
But down to the wire, even though there's a huge percent deficit, you could tell Peab was aware that there could have been 1 or 2 explosive options from AK to really change the tide of the game. But Peab had this very interesting approach of just when the platforms came in at certain configurations, riding Rush from one side, landing on the other, back and forth. And it really worked out. AK taking off the sweatshirt and getting it back into the zone, going into game 4, now at a deficit 2-1. Let's see if we see more of that Peabnut or a totally different game.
Yeah, we're back on small battlefield, so a lot less stage real estate. Oh, this battery's getting really low, guys. You got to understand.
I'm getting worried now.
This means that AK won't have to, chase Mega Man to the ends of the earth to really get in his face. And like I said, AK can pull out his projectiles a lot faster than Mega Man, so this only benefits him. Hence why it's his counter pick.
Yeah, we've seen it work out before. It's already working out pretty well now. All these trades and these scrambles have been so good for AK. Ooh, okay, Crash Bomb missing it. Back-to-back grenades?
Oh, man. Things are going with AK right now. The Crash Bomber actually helping out AK to get his lick back after getting an up smash. And there goes the Nikita, searching high, falling low, but Peabnut dodging it all the same.
Okay, some good movement as well from AK, trying to hold down the center stage. Putting some pressure on, looking for a jump, but not quite getting it down here, clearing the stage. Very interesting.
Oh, and AK, the classic, blowing himself up. He has to get one out. Might as well get it there.
Right. 134 on the ledge. Peab could get the stock here if we catch the landing, but AK is just so elusive. Really good stuff. Really good movement with the grenades as well.
Yeah, we're just vibing as these grenades are lobbing up, and Peabnut's starting to catch these and throw these right back, which is, something to throw AK off his game. But I don't know. It's coming down to the wire. Whoever gets the stock here first will be in super joy. Whoa, I love that one. Immediately get aggressive, run in and throw.
Okay, we got the Crash Bomber as well. It's going to sort of reset this ledge situation. Nice pickup with the Metal Blade. And we see these F smashes come out. They're pretty like low risk just because of the range on them, but if they do hit, it'll be great. However, the dash attack, really good way to close that gap.
And Nikita's coming back. Oh, yeah. It put it right on him so that Peabnut could not, get a burst swap turn off without getting hit by Nikita. Oh,
Nice.
there goes the Guts arm throw, but not even taking the stock here at 200.
Okay, wow. The jab into the forward tilt. So clean. Great option from AK. Holding onto that stock at 200 in the crowd. Already cheering for their boy.
Yeah, it seems like the ante is only getting higher as the percents only climb for AK. He's hit 200 2 times in this set already now, and he's just still staying alive.
Yeah, Peab was trying to mix up the timing there and go for the up smash, but the grenade with some really good insurance. And oh my goodness, what a combo.
Yeah, nice air dodge read. And dude, the charge shot completely nullified by AK's projectiles. This is tough for Peab.
Yeah, that's exactly what we saw in the other games that AK was able to win. Is those grenades blocking the forward smash and blocking the crash bombers. Like, it's so hard.
Oh, tried to get the C4. It doesn't actually stick onto Mega Man that way. He didn't get the command grab-esque animation, but damn, that's gonna ultra delete at 200%. Nice up air from Peabnut.
Oh, gets that crash bomber stick. Always very nice to get while they're still invulnerable. Big neutral.
Wow.
Almost taking it too.
It's so chunky with all those hits connecting. Oh, but the leaf shield gonna get you some resistance, but it's not an actual shield. Gonna fall to the C4 there.
All right, AK able to set up shop here on the left-hand side. A small battlefield, a lot of grenades coming down. Really good timing, and AK is so good at mixing up how long he's gonna cook the grenades for. Super smart.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And here we have it. More of this intricate neutral that we've been so accustomed to in the past of this set. But AK's forcing the issue as he's trying to lower that area that Peabnut has control over.
Right. All right, that down air is a really good tool, but somehow Peab finding a bunch of really good aerials here. The down air extension,
Whoa!
a little too much risk.
Yeah, that was a little bit too much swagger, but, if he was a little bit more frame perfect with it, he probably could have got it to connect, but Peab's going to just have to put it back in his pocket and wait for another minute or so before AK decides to close in on him.
Nice, just kind of pestering AK with the lemons here. Peab taking a lot of damage, and that is not exactly the punish he was looking for.
Oh boy, it is getting tough here as the C4 able to connect there, and really Peab can only take one more of those.
Yeah, we got the C4 on the right-hand side here on the platform.
So the grenade actually helped AK out there, got under the up air, and then there's the up tilt to send it home, and now we're here at Game 5 where STL is super hyped for the conclusion of this set.
There is so much to talk about, though. The counter picks have been so big in this back and forth. I know the crowd probably wants to see the AK win, but it's going to be hard when Peab is going to be able to go to a counter pick. We may see the Town and City ban, but there's so many other options that Peab has. If we're going to look for that slow-paced timeout strategy. AK, though, feeling very comfortable. That was the best finish we've seen all set. A comfortable two-stock after game 4, but it all comes down to this. Can AK hold it down here in St. Louis, or is Peabnut going to upset not only AK, but most of the crowd, frankly?
Yeah, true. And the land has to be defended here, or it's all over for STL. But AK, he loves having everybody on his back. He continues to carry here. And like you mentioned, we're on Battlefield, a new playing field for both players.
Yeah, I do like the dynamic, though. These extra platforms should be good for Peabnut. Definitely mix up some landing options. Maybe some of that pressure from AK will be relieved, but right now it's not looking like that is the case.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that up air come out. It did chunky damage. It just reminded me that, AK can start extending off of these platforms, use them as resting beds for his grenades and for himself if he wants to kind of take it off the top.
Right. Really good offense, though, from Peabnut. I love that leaf shield. Little mix-up there, but still kind of not finding too much here. Just little hits here and there.
Yeah, these two are interacting so much, except they're not interacting at all. It's insane how this set has kind of played out.
Yeah, they're both playing at this long range and keep looking for these metal blades to kind of start something, or these crash bombs. If we see AK go for these grenade throws, we're seeing the crash bomb to try and punish, or the metal blade to do some chip damage as well. Really good stuff. Yeah,
and we see here, I was about to say, I was like, AK slowly siphoning the area that Peabnut has, but he immediately retreated back as he saw that, he's just going to have to wait for his opening to kind of open up. Don't force anything. That's the name of the game.
Definitely. You can see both of them very calculated in their approach. All right, AK taking a very different route, but then going back to kind of that same stuff that we're familiar with, that horizontal pressure, the grenade throws, but Peeb looking for a big hit. I think we're looking for another forward air or back air here, try and take the stock off of AK.
And you see that C4 on the right side puts Peabnut in an awkward scenario where he can't really stay at his home over there on the right side of the stage unless he wants to, you know, try to call out the C4. And there goes grenade up air, something that STL is all too familiar with. Peabnut does not want to get hit by that, but he immediately equalizes it. Welcome to Two Stock, ladies and gentlemen, in this Game 5 scenario.
Unbelievable. I thought that Peeb would be a little discouraged because of how that grenade was kind of just sitting there, and he rolled into it, got hit with the up air. But the chants are coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone is behind AK here. Peeb trying to put the pressure on. Great mix-ups here, but AK not falling for it.
I mean, the mental fortitude of these two players is coming to a head as they both have insane stamina, but only one can come out on top here. Man, the percentage is racking up, but it's nowhere near where either player is scared for their life.
Yeah, Peeb trying to hold down center. We see some more signature ApolloKage pressure here with these grenades already working out. 80% on Peeb is a lot, but he's still finding some damage here and there with that metal blade and those lemons. 43 and counting. Not too bad.
Oh boy, we're getting it all out. You know, the metal blade, the crash bomber, these grenades, and AK finds himself in. The end is in, and he's trying to get it to end, but nothing coming up there.
All right, there's that crash bomber again, so very important at that mid to long range. Really interrupts what would be more ApolloKage pressure with some room to breathe for Peabnut. Dodging the C4 with a jump, and now we got C4 on the left platform. Ooh, all right.
Oh yeah, we're lobbing grenades and chucking bombs, but nothing of note has happened yet. I mean, AK has gone a long time without taking substantial percent though, so Peabnut is really on notice, but you know, he really doesn't care how hot that chair gets. The hot seat will not bother him at all.
Wow, approaching with the back air. Nice little mix-up, and the up throw catches the landing. The crowd going crazy for ApolloKage, possibly going to take it over Peanut. Game 5 here, huge lead.
Yeah, this is insane. All eyes are on AK as STL is ready to erupt as soon as he finds that final blow. The grenades are clapping Peabnut, and he's not quite having any recourse.
Yeah, this is crazy. A lot of damage already on Peabnut, trying to sharpen these up airs, but ApolloKage finds the opening with a C4 explosion. I don't know what he was cooking, but I want some more.
Yes, yes. And we are resetting to our own platforms. That crash bomber, oh, and Peeb had a very interesting positioning idea, but it did not come to fruition there. The Scooper Doobers come out and chat as AK's ready to close this one out.
Okay, C4 down just to the right of center stage. AK setting up shop under this right platform. Finally mixing it up, getting that grenade explosion.
Yeah, Peabnut, he's trying so many new ideas so fast, but none of them seem to be stuffing out the AK mentality. But there goes the down air, and another one, the hard knuckle, just off course.
All right, dodges that C4, picks up the metal blade. Now C4 left of center stage.
Oh, the up air didn't come out, but you know AK's did. My goodness, AG, what a Game 5 set.
Unbelievable, and there is a shot of the crowd. Everybody upstairs, too. All eyes were on that set, clapping it up for AG.